Hello everyone, welcome to another Viewgene. Eugene is viewing things. This is the first episode of the public drum shaming by Eugene R. R stands for roasting. You guys need to help me come up with a better name. So I'm basically going to be reviewing your drumming that you have submitted and determining whether you're rushing or dragging. There are a lot of important things that I wanted to discuss, but I'm going to leave all of that after I do the reviews. But before we start, I just wanted to let you know that I haven't seen any of these videos that you have submitted. So the first batch that we're going to watch right now. Obviously, there are some familiar names. So in the future, maybe I'm going to encounter some videos that I've actually seen, but most of this stuff is going to be first impression. Hopefully, with my 15 plus years of drumming experience, I'll be able to tell you something smart about your drumming and hopefully help you and not ruin your life. I'm gonna try my best not to butcher your drumming. One thing I can promise I will butcher, most likely, is your names, but it's unavoidable. So let's begin. So the first entry is from Brandin Henize. Name butchered. Thumbnail, important. Thumbnails play an important role. Make sure you have a cool one. Nice work. Summoner's Circle, Chaos Vector. That kit has a cool finish. Hydraulics. Cradle Filth. Technical. Anybody starts to criticize the absence of mics, let me remind you that this is a drum playthrough. So if this gentleman here recorded this song in the studio and then he just recorded a video on top of it playing the stuff without mics, it's okay as long as you see that he can actually perform the stuff. What looks to me very genuine, so you know, it's cool. Maybe the mics were in the way. Look at how low his cymbals are. So I would remove the mics. F those mics, okay? As long as you feel comfortable with the cymbal setup, who needs mics? Maybe he's hitting very hard. No time to sleep. No time to sleep. Access E-Kit, where's the hammer? If it broke, my condolences, and that is something that might happen pretty often. Oh, I'm stupid, of course. Foot blasters. My guess is he broke the Access E-Kit hammer on purpose to replace it with something better. Kicks, fast kicks. Yeah, you see a lot of full leg motion. Not too much ankle, but this is like around 180, 190-ish, so it's still kind of doable. You can do it with brute force. Oh, the thing that you can see here, kind of blurry, grayish overhead view. I believe it's a different camera, and the reflection of the cymbals kind of most likely is causing this effect. I feel you. I've encountered this problem myself. Great technique. Regarding the angles and the video footage, what I would recommend maybe is to rethink the strategy for the foot cam. You can see the shoes, you can see the absence of the hammer and the trigger, but like overall the footwork that you're doing, maybe you could go rather from a little bit from behind and from the side, so you can see the beaters moving a little bit better, also the feet. This is a little bit too close just for my taste, just as a tip. The rest of the angles are pretty cool in my opinion. The good stuff. Great technique, cool video production, cool sound, everything is fine. I don't think that you really need to work a lot on your technique. Keep working in this direction, everything's gonna be super cool. The bad thing, what I would suggest to improve, the angle, camera angle, I've already suggested. Maybe a little bit more coloring to the video, more post-production. It looked a little bit too raw for my taste, once again, but this is like nothing super special. Maybe remove that access box if you don't really need it, but once again, up to you. You could work maybe a little bit more on the fire, the passion, you know, a little bit more the... It might sound ridiculous, but it's very important that people feel the energy. I know that you're very focused. Mistakes are not important if you make the people feel the music that you play, okay? Overall, very good. That was very cool. For the first entry, that was awesome. Well done. Okay, next entry is from Jap Landero Duka. Another fresh meat, most likely, okay? Okay, you can tell in this video for sure that it's more authentic in terms of mics and the sound, camera sound, mic sound together with the song. So it's 99% you can convince almost anybody that what you see is what you hear. What you hear is what you see, okay? So yes, of course, this is going to be more raw. This is going to be, let's say, tougher to pull off and trick the audience, you know, and stuff like this. So the first thing that I notice immediately, obviously, is the blast. Most likely, it's supposed to be a traditional blast, but it kind of, the kicks and the snare go on top of each other a little bit too much. So in unison, you could work a little bit more on controlling and cleaning up the blast beat. This is a tough song, you know, fast, so nobody learns to play blast beat in one day. The rolls are good. Yeah, Marduk is all blast beat, so of course. This is an endurance challenge. A blast beat marathon. A little hiccup there. You can see the struggle. The struggle is real. I feel you, bro. Give this guy a break. No mercy. Yeah, go crazy. This is the spotlight. Yeah, I do believe it's like no click, the good stuff. Basically, the snare and the kick hits were all there, so you were hitting those eighth notes. Of course, this is a very tough song for endurance. You have to blast all the time with basically no breaks. The rolls were pretty nice. The bad stuff is you could work a little bit on spacing the notes, okay? So this is pretty obvious. You have the speed for sure. You just need to be a little bit more precise and clean up the blast. You could work a little bit more on synchronizing the kicks, both kicks, the right kick, especially the right kick with the right hand, playing a single stroke roll with your hands like this, making sure that the right hand is in sync with the right foot, and the snare is always in between the kicks, okay? So what you could do is just do kick, snare, like this, and then take out the right hand and see if the snare is still hitting between the kicks. This is a tough exercise, but of course, playing a clean traditional blast is one of the toughest things that you can do. Very acoustic, very raw, very cool. Okay, guys, so the next person who submitted the drum video is Alex Nourse. Behemoth, the seed of I. You see the Behemoth logo on the thumbnail? It's so huge. You click. Marketing 101. Oh, a young guy. Swivel. Yes, now you see the swivel. I hope you don't mind that I covered that. Okay. Great foot technique. What tempo is this? Like, this is around 200-ish, okay? And you can see a very good example of utilizing swivel. Nice. This angle is a little bit like, I mean, the angle itself is cool, but you can see the camera itself is compensating a lot of the darkness, the lights, so the image itself, the quality drops a little bit. Maybe you could actually get some better lights, and I'm not saying that you have to get expensive lights, just get some studio lights. You can find stuff on Amazon that is like $40-50 euros, and it's like two big ass umbrellas, and it's more than enough. It's brighter than the sun, and the image is going to be much cleaner, okay? But maybe you don't care about the video production, doesn't matter. The kick is definitely recorded through a trigger. You can see a little, there it is. You can see a little TM2 over there. The rest has no mics, so it's most likely just camera sound, and he's in his living room, so I hope nobody's at home and the neighbors are also not at home, but it's all camera sound. It's all very raw and very brutal. Great way to do any kind of recordings when you're just starting out. Okay, so this is, in my opinion, awesome because like it's all very, very nicely balanced in terms of volume. So awesome. I basically started with a Zoom that I had. Zoom, no mics, and kick trigger. That's it. And you can actually make pretty okay sounding music with that. I mean, for drum covers. Blast is very nice and clean, and I'm saying very nice and clean because this is a very slow tempo, so I'm surprised that he's not playing it with one foot. Most likely it would be even easier for coordination. My guess is maybe he is saving strength because his feet got tired from the double bass. This is something I would do as well. Ah, yes, black and white. Evil. This is way too boozum, not really my style. Yes, yes, adjust the headphones while you can. More blast for the masses. Oh, that was cool. That was tough. He pulled it off. And then immediately into that. It's like Inferno. No offense, but he does those bitch of drum fills. There's one guy who's doing tough fills as well. It's a dude from Italy, and then I have to play those. Can you guess who that is? Yes, you guessed it right. The good stuff. Great technique, great foot technique, great swivel. Very low budget production, super awesome just to kickstart your career. The bad stuff, I don't even know. Honestly, this was very, very good in my opinion. I have nothing to criticize. What's important is that you keep working in this direction, okay? Video production, sound production, and always improve. What's the next steps that you could do? You could get mics, you could improve the audio, you can improve the video, you can put more angles, okay? So you have 1, 2, and that's in the foot cam, yeah. So you can put maybe like 2, 3 more cameras. Doesn't matter, go crazy. Get better lights, okay? Honestly, well done. This was very cool. The next generation's gonna grow up being as cool as you are. So our next entry is Robert. Good thing I just have his first name. Reputation saved. Chainsaw Ripper drum cam. Okay, let's see that chainsaw. Oh, this is literally like a rehearsal. It seems like the snare wires are off. There are! You can see it here. I don't know if it's broken or if that was Saint Anger thing. I really don't know, but... Smooth arm movement. Yes, stronger tom hits. Very nice. Again, no mics. Awesome. I love the absence of mics. Oh. What's going on with the foot? It's the left one that's moving. Is he leading with his left foot? Is he only playing with his left foot? Yeah, headbang. In any weird situation, headbang. Yes, love the energy. I don't see the right foot moving. What's going on here? Can somebody explain this to me? If this is a weird kind of a fetish thing that you lead with your right hand and lead with your left foot. I've seen people like this actually in life a few times. I've only witnessed this raw string once before. This is interesting. Oh yeah, the toms! The toms sound so nice in comparison to the snare. So it's like do 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 do. Very, very cool. And the snare is like da 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 da. Obscene Extreme Party. Ooh, that was nasty. Oh yeah, the camera is shaking. Too many earthquakes. I give the drummer a break. He deserves it. Are you dragging? Awesome. Is this the end? Yes, this is. Is this really the end? The good stuff. I love the energy. This is something cool. Trust me, people are gonna love when they see that you really feel the music. Transfer the energy, okay? The bad stuff that you can work on. Yeah, the snare, let's say the endurance part, try to relax a little bit more. Try to make sure that you actually can play all the hits. Go a bit more gentle on the snare and try to save a little bit more energy because you know that the blast is long, but you have to still survive. You don't want to skip those hits. I wish we could hear the kick a bit more because it was like not there at all. The tom sounded great. Everybody who's lacking energy, take notes from this guy. Next entry is Viktor Lytvynov. Lytvynov. I'm almost sure I didn't butcher the name because this is Ukrainian, Russian, Slavic. I know Viktor. I spoke to him many times, but I don't think I watched this video. So, epileptic images. This is gonna be most likely very wild. Hand switch blast. I'm getting Sven aborted style vocal vibes here. And what does it say? Feat Dan Watson. Okay, now it's an embarrassing moment because I am not sure I know who that is. Dan Watson, most likely not a Ukrainian guy. Dan Watson, is it this guy? Infant Annihilator. Is that him? Okay, this guy. He looks like Logan Paul. From this angle, he looks like James Stewart of Vader and Decapitated. Pum pum pum. Interesting observation is the missing felt and the whatever thing on top of the right cymbal. I sometimes actually remove it myself because I sometimes hit it and then I'd rather just like say, okay, it's a smaller surface if it's just the rod, so you hit the bell. There's a higher chance you're not gonna miss. You know, just like blinking and looking in the camera like, when this is over, I'm gonna go and have some varenichki. I absolutely love the video production, the quality of the video, the camera itself, the movement is cool. It's a little bit too much 70,000 tons of metal boat rocking for me, just a little bit too much. A little bit too much alcohol in the movement. So, but that's just my personal taste. The Abyss. Oh, a lot of technical stuff. Da-da-da. That's it. Well done. This was very cool. This was so far the most impressive work that we have seen today. In terms of technique, I don't really have much to say. Awesome blasts, awesome double bass work, although there was nothing super fast there, but still, the blasts were, and all this technical, all these changes, 10,000 changes in 1 second, a lot of stuff to memorize. That was the good stuff, okay? So the bad stuff, what I would try to maybe improve a little bit is just a bit of body and facial work, okay? So a bit more of the into music, okay? So all the notes that you play, all that stuff that was very cool, but who was that? Robert, yeah, before put more into it and less notes, and you do the other way around. Not that there is anything wrong with that. So far we have great submissions. The next video is submitted by Steven Bernstein, a distant relative of Richard Bernstein of Rammstein. Too many stones. 2 hi-hats, awesome. That cymbal choke was cool. Maybe Black Axis. The hi-hat. This is interesting. Halftime 4th notes. Just the way I do it. Relax, chill, yes. No need to rush, no need to play all those 8th notes. I agree with this decision. Very tough to put the snare in between the kicks. Before I forget, to Mr. Jap Landero Duka, the second entry, the Panzer Division Marduk thing, take notes from this gentleman here and try to do the blast with the halftime cymbal with the snare in between the kicks, it's very challenging, but it helps you to clean the blast, the traditional blast up, okay? So it has a great practical application, so not only in music, but in terms of improving your technique. Groove, endless blast beats. An interesting observation, how all the traditional blast with the hi-hat is on the auxiliary hi-hat, open-handed. Because once you have that, you don't want to go back to crossing your hands on a traditional blast. I feel you. Yes, you get used to the comfort, so I agree with that. Okay, I take back what I said. Ah, they're the kicks. Are those double strokes? Not sure though. Oh, this one. Ah. Okay, this was pretty cool. So, once again, well done. In terms of technique, you have great technique. So the good stuff, I liked the clean blasts, the clean double bass. Everything was very, very nice. The overall sound was great, in my opinion. So this was recorded with mics, most likely, you know, a lot of mixing and stuff. The overall production was nice. The bad stuff. So I would maybe just do a bit more of the video production in terms of more camera angles, better quality video, but who knows, maybe that was not your intention and you never wanted to film yourself, so whatever. In terms of your performance, very nice and relaxed. I don't even think that there is something terrible that I would suggest you to fix. Maybe also try to pay a bit more attention to the snare kick positioning, just like I said before. So sometimes it's not very clear whether it was supposed to be a traditional blast or a hammer blast. That's the only thing. I mean, overall it's fast and relaxed and it's a lot of endurance work, so well done. That was very, very cool. Next entry, number 7. This is a video submitted by Mirna. Ah, yes, a lady, of course, finally. Double bass, immediately. Yeah. This is crazy. Those are weird looking ice cream scoop microphones. Relax. Don't ever cover your face with cymbals. Cymbals are beautiful, but your face is even more important than that, trust me. Oh, that's it? That was short. That was impressive. Okay, so the good stuff. Wow. And you can tell by her facial expression how tough that was. She was like going like, ah, yeah, I'm gonna kill those drums. The overall sound was nice. I wish there could be a little bit less guitars because it was a bit tough to hear the drums sometimes. The bad stuff. So I would recommend you to relax, okay, chill. You can clearly see that you're rather tense when you're playing, so you know you're using a lot of brute force, a lot of pure strength, those kind of big muscles to do the hits. This kind of extreme fast drumming is a lot about delicate technique, you know, and being able to use smaller muscles for softer hits, okay? So make sure that you're relaxed, make sure that you take it easy, okay, step by step. Usually when you try to play fast stuff that you're not ready for, you tense up, and that's like the reason that, you know, you get tired, you feel cramps and stuff like this, okay? So slow down, take it easy, step by step, and focus on relaxing, okay? So this is very important that you breathe, you make sure that it's a comfortable movement, okay, because you don't want to hurt yourself, and you're not going to be able to improve your speed and your stamina and your control if you're going to be playing everything like this, okay? Overall, this was pretty cool, so I'm very happy for this entry. Next entry is by Jerrin Castillo. Not sure if I have butchered the name, most likely not. TM2, bottle of water. Double strokes, single strokes, not sure. Oh. Microphones. Not on the drums. If this microphone right here in the corner is being used, okay, then it's one mic. Other than that, I don't see anything except for the trigger. So once again, guys, fuck mics. Great, very clean double bass. Yeah, floor tom rolls. Oh, a lot of changes there. Oh yeah, he's singing the lyrics. Very, very, very nice. The good stuff. Great double bass technique. I'm not sure if that was double strokes. If that was double strokes, very, very clean. This was very impressive. Honestly, super cool in my opinion. You know, hitting hard enough, enjoying, putting the energy in there, a little bit of body work, a little bit of facial work, all of that stuff was there. Singing the lyrics, super cool. The overall sound was very nice considering that it was just a trigger and maybe one mic behind you, or the camera sound, I really don't know. So the bad stuff, more angles obviously for the video footage. For your technique, I really don't have anything to say because in my opinion you have a very nice balance in terms of volumes when you're hitting the drum. So the snare and the toms are rather loud, you know, and you go maybe a bit more gentle on the cymbals. All of that was very, very cool. So just keep working in the same direction. Try to watch your stuff. Try to take on more challenges in terms of more technical, complicated songs, whatever you want to do. So this was very, very cool. I honestly enjoyed that. Most likely this was my favorite performance out of the 8 videos that we have watched so far. So our next submission is from Bruno Santin from Brazil, I assume. Do you recognize this guy? Of course, he is the twin brother of Igor Cavalera. Oh, look at that ride cymbal. Ah, and another ice cream scoop microphone. People love these. I love ice cream too. So many bells. Oh yeah. Yes. A little bit of molar snare blast. Hell yeah. Wow, this is great. Left. Another left foot. Yes, I'm gonna stop right here and tell you I am not surprised what I hear, judging from the Crisian shirt that he was wearing on the thumbnail. Savage. Raw sheer power. TV static. Yeah, Sepultura. Tika tika tika. This is very Igor. This is very Crisian. Whoa! This is amazing. Love the guitar stops. I am absolutely blown away. This was amazing. This is my favorite so far. Yes. So, drum playthrough by Bruno Santin, Unholy Ceremony, Heretic by Lockdown. Lockdown, ha! Okay, we are all in lockdown. So, yes, if this gentleman here is from Brazil, the band is from Brazil, that explains a lot. I can feel a lot of Kolesna Casagrande Cavalera and Santin, Bruno Santin. You need to change your last name for something with K. Savage, old school. I loved the song. It was like the song, the music itself was absolutely cool in my opinion. This is awesome. So like there was so much savagery in this playing, even if you don't like see him sweating and being angry as much as, for example, Eli Casagrande, but you could still feel it somehow coming, this anger and frustration from the music itself. Let me just tell you that maybe it's just like a typical thing for South American, Latin American bands, something that people in Europe or US cannot really mimic because of the difference in culture. And I say, guys and girls, take notes. This is how old school metal should be played. The good stuff, savagery, the anger, the energy, the brutality, the old school stuff, great technique, everything was super awesome. Like in terms of technique, I have nothing else to say. That was super cool. You know, like in terms of production, I don't know, maybe like it was very raw. You could use more camera angles as all, you know, just the typical stuff that I would usually say and comment for all the other entries that we already have seen today. The bad stuff, I do miss vocals on these playthroughs. I know that people remove vocals often when they do those playthroughs. I don't know why, but for me, this is something that I'm lacking in these songs, especially this is a song that I've never heard before. Okay? It's not gonna be in the way. Please keep the vocals. I am expecting some very brutal there, okay? Angry screaming. Okay, this was cool. I have really nothing else to say. So, this is the last video for today. And this is a video by John Haight. Let's see. Flash God Apocalypse Violation. Oh, okay. So, this is a challenging thing. Ah, vertical TikTok format. Some Christmas lights going on. Whenever I hear this, I am about to shit my pants. Okay, warming up. Make sure you do. Don't make the mistake of not warming up before this song. Sound check. Imagine doing this kind of sound check when the intro is already playing. Okay. Yeah. We need to add this live. Okay. This is the whole song, okay. Yeah. You made it. So thank you very much for your submission. The good stuff. I'm gonna give you A for effort, for sure. You know, this is a very tough and very challenging song. So of course it's not easy. There are not that many people on this planet who could pull this song off at all. So the bad stuff, I would recommend you to rather slow down a little bit, relax, and make sure that you get the parts a bit, you know, closer to what the original was, you know, because there are a lot of times when you hear all that fast machine gun blazing drumming, you know, and what's supposed to be there. So rather go with something easier, and definitely the violation is maybe a little bit out of your reach at the moment, okay? So slow down, relax, and rather try to nail the parts a bit more accurately next time. But anyways, well done. You know, not everybody has the courage to take on a song like this. I don't have courage like that. So we have watched all 10 entries. Thank you very, very, very much. All of you guys have done a great job. So I hope you could find my feedback useful. A few important things to mention before we wrap this up. These are going to be the next 10 entries that I'm going to review next time. I don't know when it's going to be, when I'm going to get some free time off. For anybody who hasn't submitted a video for my review yet, please make sure that you watch the video with the rules of submission in order to make things easier for me and for you as well, and to be as productive as possible. This was very, very cool. Once again, I am very proud of all of you guys who have sent me the video. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and you were able to learn a little bit both from me and from each other as well. This was super cool. I hope we can do that in the future. We can keep doing that in the future, okay? So take care, guys. Keep working hard. You did great. All the best, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Impressed by this precision? Me too. This is all achievable thanks to the Foot Blaster triggers. Make sure that you head to footblaster.com and use the code Eugene in order to get a discount for your next Foot Blaster trigger purchase. Whoa! This is amazing.